Hello, my name is Vosah Akpavie. I'm a consultant for IT Consulting Limited, and I came up to know about this program through my boss. One of the reasons why I was made to come for these programs was because I more or less have always seen things as black and white. That's to put it in summary. That's just to say I kill before I understand why. And as of my participation for this program, I would more or less try to analyze situations and understand why people have done what they did before I go ahead and crucify them. Another thing is one of the beliefs that I have that has changed is that you do not have to kill yourself to be helped by anybody else. One of the things I used to think was that before anybody would offer any help to me was that I would have to do something for them, and then in return that's the only way they would help me. But then providence is something that I have understood well enough to say that the mere fact that I've helped the person A doesn't mean it's person A who's going to help me when I'm in need. It could be that person B will be the one to help me. So that's one of the beliefs that I have been able to understand, and one of the paradigms that I have shifted through. What new ways of thinking have I gotten out of this participation is to, one, not to react, is to first of all visualize, that is, try and understand it from that person's perspective as to the actions that they have taken before I go ahead and respond. That's for me trying to grow my being responsible. Okay, when I first started, I must say I was still on the first level of being responsible, and right now I'm gradually moving to the second stage, that is for the way people, how the way people react to me, respond to me. So that is one of these things that I will take away from here, how to increase my level of being responsible. What new ideas or concepts have you learned? One is to understand people's strengths. I can't do it all on my own. I should learn how to work more with people, understanding what areas they can deal more with. And in me knowing what areas that they can deal with, that's what their strengths are, it also helps me to build myself, because I can't do it all. That's one thing I have learned. I can reach success by collaborating, working with people, being interdependent on other people's strengths, and knowing where I need to improve on myself. In what way can I see how this training can impact the work environment? A lot of ways, because one thing I know people always do is to give an excuse for why things were not done, as against getting it done, and visualizing the end from the beginning, I think, is another way the work environment will be. Because most of the time what I see in most of work environments is rush work. They do things because it's urgent, not because it's important. They don't plan. Planning is another thing I believe would help the work environment in Lagos. And in what way can people at work utilize the information that I have gained? One thing I know that I will try as much as possible to pass across to my colleagues at work is communication. Communicate best before carrying out the action. Bring everybody in view of what it is that you want to get done. And the body language as well. I have also learned that the way you communicate also deals more with your body language. So we react most of the time to information we receive because of the way the person is presenting the information. So we block our ears to what the person is saying, because the way the person has presented it is not the way you expect it to be perceived. So learning how to communicate properly is one thing I would try as much as possible to pass across to my colleagues in the office. So that is for me what I have learned this 6 weeks. That's all I have to say.